Hello gamers! Welcome back to the Game Shop's basement where we are cooking up the LOFT project. Today we want to get into meat shields, bricks, tanks, whatever you like to call them, they're fighters. So the fighter class uses 8-sided hit dice in Old School Essentials. The fighter class is one of the 4 basic classes that you can see for free. There'll be a link in the doodly-doo to the Old School Essentials basic rules below, and that's going to have your original 4 classes, your classic ones, your cleric, fighter, magic user, and thief. We talked about cleric yesterday, and there's way more that are coming up in this series, but we're going to start with the free ones because I'm kind of imagining that a lot of people, if they're like me at all, they like to try things for free that before they make sure you're going to like it, especially when it comes to gaming books. I really enjoy watching YouTube channels such as Questing Beast because Ben will actually go page by page and let you know whether something will appeal to you or not, whether this is something that is worth your money or not. So if somebody's kind of on the fence about, yeah, this LOFT project looks kind of interesting, I don't know about Old School Essentials though, because that's definitely an attitude that's out there, then in the doodly-doo below you can find the free stuff, and then the advanced stuff that's going to have your bard, your ranger, your paladin, your assassin, stuff like that. That is coming soon in this series. So, but I'm looking at putting out about like 1 character class a day, but that means after a month we'll have 30 character classes. After 2 months, we'll have 60 character classes. John, you really think there's going to be 60? I think it's going to be pretty close. But when I look at everything that we're putting into this world for the LOFT project. So, but today we're talking about the fighter. So the fighter you can find in Old School Essentials, either basic or advanced. Basic is free PDF down below in the doodly-doo. And one of the things that we are including for the fighter, it's totally optional. Like if you don't have it, your fighter's not going to be all broken or behind or anything. But Old School Essentials has an official zine. That zine is called Carcass Crawler. And in Carcass Crawler number 1, there is a little 1-page article on for fighters called Combat Talents and the optional rules. We're going to be using that so that the fighter is a little bit more specialized. Without getting all crazy with 18 billion feats and 400 attacks per round or anything like that. So obviously your fighter can use any weapons, any armor. They have the best attack matrix. They are the fighter. You fear them, roar. And speaking of attacking and everything, I'm going to briefly mention here, but it really needs to have its own video. That available for anyone, not just the fighter, is a system called Weapon Mastery. Now, Weapon Mastery is not been put in Old School Essentials yet. We're going to be importing it from BECMI. Talked about BECMI a little bit before, BECMI. That stands for Basic Expert Companion Masters Immortals. Those were the box sets. That's box set D&D. And one of the things that Weapon Mastery does is it enables a character who may not be a fighter, of course fighters can take advantage of it too, to specialize in a weapon so that, when the magic user is out of spells and their magic items are drained and they're back against the wall and they just pull out that dagger and that's all they've got, they can actually use it well, I've noticed that as Wizards of the Coast at this time talks about things that they want to do next year in 2024 for what they used to call 1 D&D, that I guess now they're calling revised 5e, or some people kind of colloquially call it 6e or 5.5 or whatever you want to call it. One of the things that they're working on, according to the developer notes on the website and stuff and releases, is they want to make weapons less boring by giving weapons more abilities. So a weapon is more than just the size of the die you roll for base damage. Well, the thing is, the game already had that like 30, 40 years ago. It's called Weapon Mastery. And so with Weapon Mastery, you learn tricks with your weapon. You learn to do things with your weapon besides just... Not only does the base damage go up as you attain higher levels of Weapon Mastery, but you learn to perform tricks and stunts and things with your weapon. And it all varies based on the weapon. The weapons are all different. Weapon mastery starts for characters about 4th level. So for levels 1, 2, and 3, if you're just trying to jump in and get started, don't worry about it yet. You'll need to be 4th level before you're even eligible for weapon mastery. But just want to let you know that it's out there, and it really does deserve its own video, and it will get its own video. But I thought I would kind of mention it here today, because today we're talking about the fighter. So I can't really think of a whole lot more to explain about the fighter. It's pretty basic. But if you do have questions, there is a link to Discord to get a hold of me on the doodly-doo below, as well as our survey to let us know what you're looking for in a game, our social media. You can contact us about booking games. We just added a couple more people yesterday to the games that I can serve right now immediately with just me, myself, and I, the Dungeon Master. But, we've got our Indiegogo that's getting ready to go live, so that we've got other Dungeon Masters that are just chomping at John, when can you bring me on? John, when can you bring me on? So we are getting ready to serve you. But if you want to play now, there's a few seats available. So get a hold of me on Discord. In the meantime, I will see you around the gaming table.